Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my latest updated Meta 4231 custom tactics plus player instructions. I'm going to show you 3 variations of it that you can use in game. You don't want to miss this one. Get involved.
Are you fed up of getting out-teamed on FIFA? Want that God squad that you've always dreamed of? Check out MMOEXP and use code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out the link below. MMOEXP, the best place to buy coins.
Okay, so here we are with the 4231 custom tactics. If you are looking to get some more coins to your team, do check out MMOEXP, the link in the description below. Help support the channel. It's the best, cheap, reliable place to be able to get coins. And I think they do lots of bonuses for like repeat orders and customers like that. So great team behind them, great customer service. Do check them out. And obviously let me know in the comments if you have bought from them and what you think. But yeah, we're here with the 4231 custom tactics. Now the 4231 is one that I'll always talk about. It's definitely not one of my favourites, but it's not because it's not good. It just doesn't suit how I like to play. I probably, this FIFA, have covered maybe 10 different formations when it comes to custom tactics. There are some that I've tried and I just don't like at all, or I just don't think they're viable. And if I don't think a custom tactic or formation is just good enough to use, I won't put a video out on it. But the 4231 is one of these that is going to be a staple of every single FIFA, unless something drastically changes in the gameplay or to this formation, which neither I can see happening. I think this formation has been OP and one of the top ones for as long as I can remember. And we'll get into depth a bit more about that. Some of the reasons I don't like it as much is I don't like building up with one striker. I find it a little bit slow and methodical and almost a bit defensive at times. But for a lot of people, I also think for beginners or for people trying to really learn the basic fundamentals of the game, the 4-2-3-1 is probably the best start formation. So there you go if you're looking for a formation like that. We've got 3 variations of it here. I would never use it as an ultra attacking. I don't think it's viable as an ultra attacking. So definitely, my opinion would be never go and do that. I just don't think it suits that. However, it's got a lot of depth in terms of playing it as a more default custom tactic. You can play a bit more aggressive with it, and it's a great one to see out the game in. I always start in my defensive one. Not that I am playing defensive, it's just the name of the game plan. It's just a pretty good platform to start from this, to work your way into a game, start to feel your opponent out a bit, if that makes sense. I go 40 width and 40 depth in this formation. Some formations I run the auto offside traps, that's 72 depth. But in this formation, I don't think it needs to be quite as aggressive. It's quite a compact, narrow one. The strengths of this formation, I think, are fairly obvious just by looking at it. You've got a lot of men in midfield. It allows you to keep the ball very well. 5 men in midfield, when you put them on comeback on defence, it makes you have a lot of men behind the ball, be very hard to break down. It covers all the areas of the pitch, so it's keeping the ball easy. It's got a flat back 4. It's got 2 CDMs to cover. It's got lots of nice attacking patterns around the front 4 with the 3 cams and the striker. Like I say, the weaknesses, one striker does hurt build up a fair bit on this year's FIFA. It's been like that for a couple of years, to be honest, but I think this FIFA in particular. Whilst it's okay for the through balls with the Lamb and Ram, it's not as good as some of the other formations, especially because you've not got 2 strikers to take them away. But it does have a lot of good strengths as well. In terms of the tactics, though, like I say, 40 width, 40 depth. It's a fairly narrow, compact formation when it comes to defending. In terms of the build-up play, 60 width. I like having a bit more width with the Lamb and Ram. Makes more space for the 1 striker and cam in the middle to link up. The direct passing pins people back, which is really nice. In terms of the instructions, stay central, stay forward on the striker. I always want the striker on stay forward in this formation. He is the only man who's going to be always up top. He's going to be a focal point for the team. So I think it's pretty key, in my opinion anyway, that he's up top all the time. The central cam come back on defence. Doesn't really hurt the stamina much, but it definitely is noticeable in defence in terms of just having that extra man behind the ball. I put it on both my wingers as well. This makes it very hard to break down if you don't get countered quick. And having 2 CDMs, it's very hard for people to counter you anyway. Now, in this formation, the wingers, by the way, do need to be quick. Chiellini is not... Oh, sorry, my throat's still pretty bad. Chiellini is definitely not the right type of player to play at Ram in this formation. It's just what I had. I don't change my team up loads or mess up my chemistry just to swap one player out when I'm testing a tactic out. When it comes to the CDMs, you want one on stay back, cut passing lanes, cover centre, and the other on cut passing lanes, cover centre, but balanced attack. Whichever one is the better one going forward. So in this situation, obviously Modric, team of the year. Leave him as the one who gets forward a bit more. You do find that if you have them both on stay back, this formation's a lot worse. I think the extra midfielder contributing to the attack really does make a difference. On previous FIFAs, people would just put stay back and two defensive juggernauts, and it worked, but now you do need more men to overwhelm people. The stay back can get involved a bit, but generally speaking, I don't think that he's going to be attacking too much. And then stay back on all of our defenders, pretty self-explanatory that. Now for the more aggressive one, it's what I do in nearly every formation. You don't drastically change how the formation plays. I up the width a little bit to help you get the ball, but the main thing is I change my defensive style from balanced to press after possession loss. What this effectively does in game is change it so that rather than me going and being, how do I word it, like, rather than me being all out, I'm not going constant pressure, or rather that I'm pretty passive with balance. When I lose the ball for 7 seconds, my team go all out. But it's only for 7 seconds, so it's not going to leave me completely open or kill my stamina. But it's a very good way when you're playing someone to apply pressure to them and make it a lot harder for them when they get the ball. Trust me, if someone's playing this, you will know about it. And it's just a good way to up the ante a little bit if people are winning by a goal or two and you're chasing the game. I don't change anything on the offensive side of things there. Don't really need to change anything in terms of personnel, of course. And then the only real difference here is that I have the Lamb and Ram on getting to the box now instead. So this is going to make them make more runs in behind. Think of it as like you're putting getting behind on them. It does say get into the box, but it's basically like getting behind. I don't change anything else anywhere. What you could do, though, is you could go balanced on the fullbacks. If you wanted to make the fullbacks a little bit more aggressive, to give you a little bit more support going forward, then balance on the fullbacks is an option. Now, my ultra defensive, this is more so what I would go into to see a game out. The 4-2-3-1 is very good for this, but the 4-2-3-1-2 is even better. That is simply put, the left mid and right mid are a bit deeper, so they're already going to defend a bit more, but in turn, they also provide more width because they're more hugging the touchline than the Lamb and Ram, who are a little bit more central. Because they're attacking midfielders rather than wingers. So this will help you keep the ball a bit more and just be a little bit more defensively sturdy. For this, very low width and depth. Want to be very hard to break down. High width for keeping the ball. Stay central, stay forward, still on the striker. Come back on the cam. Come back, stay wide, get in behind on the wingers. Now we want to stay wide and get in behind, because we want them basically when we get the ball, because we're going to switch this because people are constant pressure on us. We want them to be on the touchline and be able to just spam chip through balls to them, and we need them running in behind to do that. That is one of the best ways of beating the press on this game. For my CDMs, I still have Modric on balance attack. I don't want him on stay back. I need some men going forward. You can't beat the press if you can't get out because you've got no options. And then all the defenders are on stay back like default. The formation, very simple to use. I think the more advanced aspects of it come with figuring out the attacking patterns across the front four. You definitely want to use the cam a lot. So you want a cam ideally who's got good passing, good weak foot and skill moves. Someone who can spray the ball about. Make sure you're using lots of through balls to the wingers to then do cutbacks. Very good formation. Very good one to learn the game with as well. Hopefully this video has helped you out, guys. I appreciate the support a lot on the channel as always. Keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.